Hello out there. It's Christian Harding, Mortgage Dad AZ, NMLS number 2091149 with Academy Mortgage, and I am here to answer a question. Are rates really that important right now? Well, let's answer that with some math, because I always feel like math is the true determiner, because math doesn't lie. That's the one thing in this world that will never give you a sales pitch like this one is math. So let's take a look at some real numbers. Real numbers. Today, let's say we found a wonderful mortgage guy and we called him and we said, hey, what are the current rates? And he said, 5.25% right now is a good rate for somebody with your credit and 10% down. So you decide, well, gosh, I want to wait. So you decide that you want to wait a year. And you call that same mortgage guy back 1 year from now, and that mortgage guy says, hey, interest rates went down. Interest rates are now only 4.25%. And you think to yourself, I knew waiting made sense. But did it? So back to today. If you were to buy a house, you're going to pay $400,000 for this home. Let's just say it's a fictional home. It's a wonderful little safe home for you and your family. It's $400,000. But if you wait a year from now, that would have meant that, let's say you have a 5% appreciation in the value of that home. So if you waited a year to buy that exact same home with an extra 5%, you'd pay $420,000. Now that's only assuming that the house value only went up 5%. We'll use that for the rest of this illustration just to keep things simple. So $400,000 at 5.25% at a 30-year fixed payment, your mortgage payment, principal and interest would be $2,656. Okay? And using that 5% equity, assuming the 10% down, 5% appreciation and 10% down, and the principal that you make on the payments, that would mean that at the end of 1 year, you would have $59,077 of equity. Good job. You made a decision to buy a house today, and 1 year from now, you have $59,000 worth of equity. But you decided maybe not to buy a house, and you decided to wait a year. So you lost that 5% of equity, but you paid a little bit more for the house, but you got a cheaper interest rate, 4.25%. So your monthly payment is actually only $2,555. Hey, outstanding! But you haven't been building equity and haven't been paying principal into that house. So at the exact same point, you actually only have $42,000 of equity, the 10% you put in. So you missed out on $17,077 worth of equity. Yes, it cost you $101 more per month, $1,200, but you got a cheaper interest rate, right? It made sense to wait, right? Well, yes and no. See, there's no prepayment penalties, and you can always refinance. And I always tell all of my clients, while you can always fix an interest rate, you can't fix the sales price. So when you have a great realtor working hard for you to get you that great sales price today, even if it's a little bit higher of an interest rate, take it. Because we can always fix it. But what we can't fix is the loss of equity that you have, that loss of that 5% appreciation, the loss of the principal that you've accumulated over that year. You can never get that back. You can't get time back. Anyway, I hope this kind of answers the question in a fun way. I know it's a lot of numbers, a lot of things, and the moral of the story is don't wait. Don't wait in this market. Really. The reality is that the things that caused the market crash in 2006, 2008 had nothing to do with inventory. It had everything to do with bad lending practices. Blame it on us, the mortgage guys. Well, those guys don't work here anymore. They don't work for mortgage companies anymore. A lot of them are in prison. A lot of them are selling used cars in some weird pot lot in lower Texas. Who knows? But the reality is that we're not in a situation and will never be in a situation like 2006, 2008. And realistically, even in 2006, 2008, Arizona still saw an increase in home value. 5%. Something to think about. All right, guys, have a wonderful day. Mortgage Dad AZ here, Christian Harding, NMLS 2091149, Academy Mortgage. Hopefully I've answered some questions for you. If you have any additional questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks a lot. Have a great one. Bye-bye.